welcome back to another episode of NG Sibling Stories, and this is part two for our doggies. You have Chris here,
And you have Louise.
and then
Is
we
it
have
Bobby?
Bobby. All right, let me bring him up. Bobby, get over here.
Is he there?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's here.
Fei
Oh,
Chu.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's so funny. Was he asleep?
Yeah. But the thing is, he's got this face. When you lift him up, he's got this
He doesn't like
face.
being carried.
No, it's just that he's got like Heidi says it's yin yang, like a round face. Yeah, I'll put some
Bobby. Oh,
pictures
you can't
of
hear me.
him. Yeah, I'll put some pictures. He's quite funny. He's
He's
like,
just so awkward.
yeah. So the thing is, so obviously we know that Wesley's white. We know golden retrievers are golden. And so Bobby, as a Frenchie, is a two-tone. And I can't remember what the term for this one is, but basically,
Pieball? No.
pie. Oh, yeah, something like that. Something, yeah, I think, yeah. So the funny thing is, he's white. The full body is white, and then he's only got the mask. So it's pretty cool. I
Mm.
really like him for that. Yeah, and he's always got this look where it's like he's like I don't know what's like in English. I guess like in Chinese, like a pokayuan.
An asshole
Yeah,
face.
yeah. So, but yeah, he's always got that face on him that like you just want
Just
to.
pathetic looking.
Yeah. And
You,
let's go back to I mentioned you mentioned Nick is basically five, turning six this year.
yeah.
Yeah, Chess turned 12 last December, like December last month. Yeah. Bobby turned three September 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Um, and you got him from a breeder,
Yeah.
which is great.
Durham Beater. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the story, you know the story,
Oh, you're
right?
black. You're black. Oh, you're back. You're back. You're back. It
Oh,
was a
I don't know
black
what happened.
screen for a
Oh,
second.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you're back,
weird.
bro.
Yeah, so I joined the Facebook group for like French bulldogs, and then I saw this breeder, he had like puppies, and then I messaged him. It's like, oh, are they still available? It's like, yeah, come have a look. And then I arranged time straight away, like we'll go in like 2 days later, whatever. Drove over, and then initially I wasn't going to pick Bobby. I was going to pick his brother because his
His brother
brother,
doesn't look great.
yeah, he doesn't. You don't know when they're a puppy, right? So
Yeah,
the reason it was all judging on colors. So Bobby is fully white except for his face, the mask, and
yeah.
then his brother is the same, but he has a black patch right beside his tail, and it's like it looks like the. Oh, actually, I have something here that will represent his brother more than Bobby. So how do
Put
I
it in front of your
show?
face. Put it in front of your face. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. Just blurred the whole thing.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there we go. Black and white. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
So Bobby's face is like this. He's like always like poke iron. But but Bobby's fully white, and then his brother has this patch here.
Yeah.
But his brother always sticks his tongue out, and Bobby doesn't do that, which is cool. I prefer that because
Yeah.
it just looks weird.
Probably because
Ugh.
he's so used to being in aircon, so it keeps his tongue in, so
Oh,
he's not panting all the
maybe.
time. I don't know. But
Oh,
usually dogs stick their tongue out either they have no teeth or their tongue's just too long, and then obviously
oh, yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
teeth holds it in, but like if they still have a very long tongue, they're just gonna stick it out anyways. Nick, come
Hmm,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is Nick gonna get some screen time now?
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
here he is.
Oh, there he is.
He's so hairy. He needs a groom. There we go. Don't move, Nick. He's looking at the fish.
Yeah. So that's Bobby. What else is there? Who's older? Betty or Betty is? No, no, sorry, Maple is. Maple is, right?
Mabel is
One and
May 2022 23 22 May 22.
May 22. Oh, okay. So Betty is December 1, 2022. Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
so
they're like
Mabel's
same
older.
year, but yeah, older. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh,
So
you're both such jealous dogs.
let's discuss Maple first.
Mabel?
Yeah.
Before Mabel, we wanted to rescue another like Westie,
Okay.
or because I just always wanted like two of the same breed, like how you do.
Yeah.
I think, but it was hard to find a Westie in the UK that was close to Nick's age. All the Westies that were looking for
Oh.
new homes were like 6 or 7 and above.
Oh,
And I
okay,
was worried
okay.
like if Nick would get along with them.
Yeah.
So we found this weird Westie mix. He was like double the size of Nick and he was only 9 months old. He was weird looking, but I like weird looking dogs. But Nick hated him. We went to meet him and why are you laughing?
I just wanted to make a comment. You like weird looking things like your boyfriend. No, it's a joke. No offense, Stephen. Don't come kill me.
Steven's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just for people why I say don't come kill me because Stephen's a bouncer when he's like built and like yeah. If I don't think I'd live if I take a punch from him.
He's not a bouncer anymore, but he does do boxing now, so
Yeah, yeah. So
um
anyway, go
so
on, Maple. So
yeah.
weird
So
looking Westie.
yeah, so he was like a weird terrier mix and
Yeah.
oh sorry Mabel, I just smashed her head on the table. And then Nick did not like him. He was too
Oh,
much in
oh,
his
you
face. And we
brought
were in a new yeah,
yeah.
we met in like a park near
Mm,
where that lady lived.
mm.
And Nick just wanted to explore that park. The face on Mabel. And he was getting really pissed off that this puppy kept annoying him. So I was
Uh-huh.
like, right, this is not it probably would have worked if we were in a different space or like if
Yeah,
we brought the puppy to us into our
yeah,
house.
yeah.
But obviously we weren't going to do that because we lived in a fucking tiny studio.
Mm,
And then, so that kind of dream of getting a dog when we were in London sailed and it was coming up to my birthday in 2022. And I was like, I want a dog for my birthday. And I
mm.
was moving into Sam Guman's house. So I
Oh,
had to
okay.
teach Stephen. I was like, Stephen, you have to learn how to say, can I get a dog for Louise for her birthday?
Ah,
I can't remember what the phrase was in Cantonese. It was something along the lines of Louise Yuga Gao Sanya.
okay.
I don't know. I can't remember what it was. But Louise is Sanya Lema Haiga Gao or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And then she was like, are you sure? Like, what type of dog? All this. And then we had already seen photos of Mabel.
Mm.
And it was in Doncaster as well, the family that Mabel came
Okay,
from.
okay.
So the family had a Chihuahua and sausage dog mix, a Dachshund and a sausage,
Mm.
a Dachshund and a Chihuahua mix. That's the mother, and then the father was a pure miniature Dachshund or
Okay, okay.
Dachshund.
Okay.
Um, and then they had babies. And I originally wanted a chocolate and tan one. I have
Mm.
photos of the puppies. I'll send them to you.
Yeah.
Um, and but then when we got there, Mabel was there as well because I was asking. I love a pure tan, like orangey colored sausage dog.
Yeah.
Um, and then I saw Mabel, but Mabel was really dark at the time.
Mm.
So I asked the family. Oh my God, they're so noisy. I asked the family. I was like, "Do you think her color will get lighter
Mm.
when she gets older?" And they were like, "That's what happened to the mother, so it could happen." I was like, "Okay, well, I'll keep an open mind and I'll come meet the puppies." So I
Mm.
went there hoping to get the chocolate and tan one, but the chocolate
Mm.
and tan one had a reaction to the vaccine or the microchip or something,
Oh
and it was
shit.
really sick and
Oh.
sad and just stood there looking at us. And then I saw
Oh.
Mabel in the bed, like in a dog bed. Oh my God, in a dog bed, just playing with herself with a toy. And I
Oh.
was like, oh my
Okay.
God, she's so good. She's just sitting there playing with a toy by herself. So I
Yeah.
was like, I want her. Because like Nick plays with himself with this sounds so bad. He just goes plays with himself. Um he'll go grab a toy and play with himself. Oh my God. The dogs are able to entertain themselves with their own dog toys, which is what I like. So I just knew like Mabel was for us. And Mabel was, I think, 12 weeks old when we got her, maybe 14 weeks. Brought her home that day, um, and she shit her pants when she met Nick. She screamed so loud. I don't know if I
Really?
ever showed you the video. Yeah.
No, I don't
So
think
I
you
got
did.
home, I let Nick out to go pee first, and then we brought him in. I think we possibly may have put Mabel outside to go pee first as well. Brought them both in, and then we put Mabel on the ground, and she ran over to Stephen. And then Nick was sniffing the bag that I had Mabel in,
Mm.
and then he noticed her then, and he like went over to sniff her, and she just screamed so loud. I think that is why she like is aggressive and fearful of other dogs when we're on walks, and she starts barking at
Um,
them because she's scared of them is because of Nick, because Nick scared her when
yeah.
she was. But
So
obviously they're best friends now, so
I'm trying to remember how. I'm wondering. I wonder is that makes a really good point on how they are, I guess. Because I remember when we first got Bobby, when we brought him back home, we put Chest in the room first, in the bedroom, and then we put Bobby into the cage. So then obviously he's in a cage, and then we let Chest out, and then Chest could walk around sniffing, and then we waited. They're both very calm before we let them out together.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
didn't do that.
yeah. So I'm thinking, I can't remember if I did that with Betty. So that's why maybe Betty's so. Yeah. Anyway, go on with Maple first before we jump into Betty.
That's it, really. Their relationship's great now. I think it
Mm.
took a while for them to get to know each other. I was really worried. You can ask Stephen this because I was like, what if they don't get along? Stephen's like, just give it a few days, they'll be best friends. Like
Yeah.
literally maybe 1, 2 days afterwards, she wouldn't leave him alone. She was constantly trying to cuddle him and sleep with him and everything. So cute.
So
But
they have a 4 year age gap, 5 year, 4 year, or
for
yeah.
yeah,
So I don't
which
know.
is
I
good.
think yeah, it is. So jumping on to the next dog in our family, so Betty, which is actually Bobby's daughter. So yeah, it's pretty interesting how the breeder I got Bobby from called me one day and was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm at home." And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna come around with a girl." I'm like, "What?" For Bobby. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Bringing bitches over.
Yeah. And then I was like, Bobby, I was like, okay. And then he come over with Bobby's I wouldn't even say it's a one eye stand because they didn't do it themselves. So it was
Yeah,
human
what was the
human.
process? Like, how did he?
Actually, I don't know. I don't think I have a video, but I do. So I had to hold the female dog, and the Chinese name is Sim Din Ha. She doesn't have an English name. So it means
The
like,
dog?
yeah, it's like lightning, I guess, yeah, or something.
That's the dog's name.
Sim Dim Ha. Yeah, that's the dog's name, yeah. Yeah, so I had to
Okay.
hold her I had to hold her ass facing out. So then he would hold Bobby's face into her ass. So he'd be sniffing it, and then he'd smell the hormones and the
Yeah, yeah.
pheromones, whatever you call it. And then he also had the glove on, and then he'd be like jerking him off. And then when it was about time, semen started dripping. He'd grab a cup, not an actual cup. It was like a test tube, and he'd like stick his dick there, and then it's like there's a good chunk of semen, and then he had a long needle syringe, like plastic needle, like plastic part of it, like the needle part is plastic, like it's like a tube,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he'd suck up the. I have a picture of it with him and like Bobby
I
and the
remember you.
syringe.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. For me, working in veterinary, hearing that, it's just like we're so because we understand like the problems of dogs and how these dog breeds, French bulldogs should not be
Mm.
alive. They're beautiful dogs, but like they're so overbred. Like obviously Bobby's from a proper breeder and he does it the right way, but they're so overbred that like it's so messed up. So hearing like the story of artificial insemination, which is basically what it is,
Mm.
it's just crazy. Because you hear
Yeah.
about it a lot. I've had phone calls asking us like, do you do artificial insemination in your clinic? We're like, no. We don't
Wow.
condone like breeding of dogs because there's so many fucking dogs in the world that needs a home,
Oh
you
shit.
know?
So people actually
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
that? Oh my God.
Yeah, I think someone has asked that like 2 years ago. Someone has asked if we would do greyhounds
Mm.
for like the racing. And we're like, no.
But that's the
The
thing, but
amount
with
of, sorry,
go
go.
ahead. You go first. You finish.
I
The
was
amount
just saying,
of
like, there's the amount of greyhounds and lurchers and stuff that need homes now because they're no longer of use for racing.
Mm.
It's so
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
And I asked Stephen's granddad, used to race them,
Yeah.
and their family dog, their Bichon Frise, passed away a few months ago. And I was like, "Do you think they'd want another dog?" And they were like, "Definitely not a puppy because they're old now and they won't have the
Yeah.
time for a puppy. So why
Mm.
don't they rescue a greyhound?" And it was like, "Oh, he wouldn't be able to have a greyhound as a family dog because in his mentality, it's just old Irish mentality as well that like they were used for racing and that's it." And they don't
Yeah.
realize that like they'll just be couch potatoes. They'll lay on the couch for hours.
Yeah.
They'll go out, have a quick zoomy in the garden, and then go back to sleep.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
so
think,
what were you gonna say?
but like the thing about French Bulldog is because the breeders in Hong Kong, it's artificial insemination. And there's only a few I've heard of where the French Bulldogs like did it themselves because of the
It's
way they're built, like the
yeah.
size, like where they obviously, be a bit graphical now, where let's say oh my body. So there's like obviously
Teasing.
the my body one. This is a Aldi or a Lidl one. It's pretty nice. Checking right now. So
Ew,
this is
it
obviously
says squirty as well.
Squirty Smash. So all right, let's Squirty's gonna be Bobby. Or no, but yeah. So Bobby, and then so because of the way they're built, it's hard for them to climb on top and get it in. So definitely not suitable for kids, this video. So please do listen to this and watch this on without your kids
It's
around.
okay, it's just my waddy.
Yeah, my waddy mixing with squirty squash. So yeah, so that's why I think French bulldogs. I mean,
Well, maybe the French bulldogs that are bred in Hong Kong are like that, but there's
oh
so
yeah,
many puppy farms that wouldn't have the means of using artificial
mm,
insemination or like
mm,
have the knowledge to do that. So like
yeah,
they manage to have them mate naturally here, and
but you
that's
can't.
probably why they're so messed up
Mm,
because they're all inbred.
yeah, so that's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think they just
and
have the bad genes and the bad genes, and there's not enough good genes of good French bulldogs and another good one to beat together. They're
yeah.
all just bad, bad, more bad,
So
bad
this
puppies.
breeder actually knows the whole gene tree of Bobby.
Yeah.
And he knows obviously his female dog as well. He knows all the genes, like the parents, and then the great
Yeah.
grandparents, and etc. And then
Because he
yes,
shows them and everything,
yeah, he
right?
showed me
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. So then we've kind of gone a bit off topic there, but so yeah, back to Betty. She's Bobby's daughter, insane. She's like over energetic, and then she just jumps around everywhere. I think it's because she's so light as a female French bulldog. She's
Yeah.
like so easy to carry compared to Bobby. Bobby's like 14 kgs, and I
You
think
need to get her
she's
neutered and maybe she'll calm down.
maybe, but she still hasn't had her period yet, and she's over one.
Oh shit, yeah. It
Yeah,
can take up to what, 2 years? Did you Google it?
yeah. No, but that's
Yeah.
normally with big dogs. Like small dogs should be like whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Betty turned one December 1st, 2023. And
That
yeah,
was one of the days when we were recording a podcast. One of the
I think it
episodes when we were
was.
recording.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah. And
think it
I was
was the
like, it's
first.
Betty's birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, so Betty has calmed down quite a bit now. And then
Yeah.
I think as she's getting older, but now we've also changed the way before we just left her in the cage downstairs. Now we bring her upstairs into our room, so then she's in the presence of us as well. And I think because she's in our presence with us, she's getting used to our smell or something, and it's like more closer, I guess.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I would let her out of her cage and let her sleep in bed with us.
Yeah. I think she just wants to like be with you more. So that
Yeah.
was the case with like Nick. I just let him sleep with me at nighttime when I lived in Hong Kong
Mm.
and then in the UK as well. So he spent more time with me, even though we were asleep, he was still spending time with me.
Yeah.
So I think even if you're sleeping and spending time with her, I think that helps a lot.
Yeah,
She just
because
wants to be with you.
sometimes in the afternoon, if I'm watching TV on the weekend, I'll lay on the sofa. She'll just lay beside me and she wouldn't be jumping around.
Yeah.
But when
She just
there's
wants
more
to chill out.
people, yeah, but then when there's more people, she doesn't really. So we actually bought a new bassinet or whatever you call it for her. It's pink, but Bobby keeps going into it, and then Bobby doesn't go into his own one anymore. So now they have there's two basic there's two like Gao Dao, right? So they won't have.
Yeah.
I was thinking because she didn't have one, that's why she's always walking around. But she just doesn't sit in there. Like and compared to Bobby would just be like, fuck off, I'm going to bed. And he just go off and then lay there and they roll around, etc. But Betty doesn't do that. And it's like quite frustrating, I think. For me, I'm always comparing, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I can't
She
have a
just
second
doesn't
child.
she doesn't want to have her own space because she wants to stay with you all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I'm sitting on the sofa, she'll come sit with me for a little bit and then she'll fuck off and like walk around the house.
She can't rest.
Yeah. But on the other
Mm.
hand, when you lock her in a cage, she'll just lay there and she'll curl up in a ball in the cage.
Well, maybe because her cage is her safe space, so you should always just have her cage open to let her go into it.
I do, but she only
Oh,
goes in to go and try and find shit to eat. Like
oh,
literally shit.
okay.
Yeah.
Does she eat Bobby shit?
She tries, yeah.
Oh, but does she eat her own shit?
Yeah.
Oh, oh no. Mabel
Yeah.
doesn't eat her own shit, but she loves eating Nick shit. And she doesn't, oh, she eats cat shit as well. But she'll chase Nick around, sniffing his ass. After we go take him out, take Nick outside, and he comes back in, she'll chase after him and start sniffing and licking his asshole. It's so gross.
Uh, and
Yeah,
and Maple licks everything.
they both lick
So
everything.
yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah,
So funny. Yeah.
it's so
So
gross.
are you planning to get any more? Or it's
No, two is
two is
enough for
enough?
now. For now, and then we'll see how Nick goes in the next 10 to 12 years. We'll probably have him for another 10 years or so, and
So
before he goes.
I think I'm gonna stick to small dogs if I do get any more.
Yeah, I
Because
want a big
it's
dog, but the big shits is just I don't want to pick up big shits.
that's not
Wait until I'm
really
living with Steven again. He can pick up the shit.
but I think that's not the issue. I think for me is like I want to bring them out. I want to like go out like with friends and then have them with me or whatever. Like now,
Yeah,
not all the time, but now and then. So Bobby is stable enough where I can bring him out. Like we went to Silguma, and one of our aunties. So we'll have to do part two of our family tree thing. So yeah, so Silguma's place for December 30th, the day a big auntie arrived. Dagmar got back. And I
yeah.
brought Bobby with me, and he was like such a show off. So they have a piece of
Like
newspaper
father,
outside the
like
toilet.
son.
They have a piece of toilet paper outside their bathroom door for the dogs to pee on. He went and stood right in the middle of that to pee, and I'm
Did he
like,
pee on it?
yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
you don't fucking do that at home. You know what he does at home? This is the sheet of the toilet paper, whatever, right? He'd pee like here, and it'd be like half on the paper and half out off it. Yeah, it's such a show off.
so funny.
Yeah.
That's good. He didn't go pee all over the place. Nick went and peed on the kitchen table and stuff when I got to Suguma's house with him
Oh
before I
shit.
moved home to Ireland. Yeah, he was
Oh,
peeing everywhere. That's funny.
yeah. So,
Thank you. Oh,
well,
that's a wrap.
that's a wrap. That's okay. That's a new way to say it.
Oh no no no! But is it is it? Are we are we done?
Yeah, I think
Want to add anything else? Would you like to add anything else?
no, I think we're good. We're good. I think we can leave it here. I think maybe we can do an update in a few months of how the dogs are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe we'll have more. No.
I might. You were just saying
Okay.
earlier your two is enough, but I am
Yeah, two is
three.
fine for now. When Nick, I do want to get another dog for Mabel when Nick starts to get older,
Mm,
but obviously, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I want to rescue an older dog, that's for sure. Or like
mm.
an adult dog, but that's it. Do you have anything else you want to add about Betty?
No, I think that's really it.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can end it here.
Yeah. Um, so
So yeah, I think that's really it.
yeah, that's all the dogs for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Thanks for listening.
make sure to like and subscribe. Give us a follow on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's always helpful. And also ask us any questions you would like to know about us, about the dogs, about our family, and
Mm.
we will answer it in the coming episodes.
Yeah. And if you haven't listened to part one, go back and listen to that.
Yeah, we chat about our our family dogs when we were younger first,
Yeah.
who are no longer with us.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
okay,
Thanks,
great. Thanks so
guys.
much for watching. Bye.
Bye.